Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a newbie, hello, welcome. My name is Raquel, and if you're a subbie, thank you for returning. I really appreciate your support. Today I have my Zara sale haul. If you aren't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Of course it's going to be a try on. I'll let you know sizing, pricing, everything will be linked in the description box below. This is going to be a big one. I spent about 550 quid. I've got about 18 items, so no long talking. Let's get straight into the haul. Okay, so here is item number one, and it is this paisley dress. If you watch my Zara sale wish list, if you haven't, I'll link it above just here. But this is one of the items that I had mentioned in that video, and I'm glad it did go on the sale because £50 a little bit expensive. It's gone down to 30 now, so you've got 40% off. I grabbed this in an extra small just because it was quite open at the front here, and I didn't want just flying out, so extra small is probably better for me, and there are no zips or anything to get in and out of it, but I still was able just to step into it just fine. It's got this really cute little tie belt detail. I do love this paisley print. Do you know what it is? I don't know, I'm a little bit undecided on it now that I've got it here. I think £30 is a good price. It's definitely a hell of a lot better than 50, but I feel like this is in the maybe pile. It's not grabbing me as much as I thought it would, which is really strange because I thought it was going to be like a sure thing. But yeah, it's in the maybe pile, I think. I'm going to pan you down and chuck the cutaway on top so you guys can see the length. It's a really good midi length for me, which I quite like. And sizing wise, yeah, the extra small is perfect. I don't feel like there's too much that's coming out here, and it doesn't feel too low. I do love that you can cinch it in at the waist, and I also do love the pockets. What do we think? I think it's in the maybe pile, but I don't want to ramble on about it, so I'm going to move on to the next item. Oh, I do quite like this. Is it a bit Hugh Hefner-y? Do you know what I mean? Like the inside of Hugh Hefner's dressing gown. I mean, those dressing gowns were bomb, and they were probably all Versace, but next. So next up I have this faux leather mini skirt with braces. This is originally £29.99. I got it for £19.99 and it's since gone down to £15.99, which is 45% off, which is not bad at all. This I picked up in a size small. I was toying between the small and the extra small, and then I was just like, no sis, you don't want buttons to be popping. I really love this gold popper button detail on this. It's so lovely, and I do love the material. I just think it's a little bit different. You don't see it everywhere. I would opt to style it just like this with a plain black turtleneck. This one is from H&M. I picked up for £5 in the H&M sale. I'll link that haul if you haven't seen it. But yeah, small is a really good size for me. I think there's a little bit of stretch to it, which is also quite handy. These pockets are not real, they're just like little flaps, which is fine. Mini in length, I'm 5'6½", and then it just crosses at the back, which I think is a nice little touch. The only thing for me which I find slightly is the straps are quite long, and last year they had a similar item and they had a couple of buttons in the straps, and it just meant that I could make it a bit yeah, it just meant that I could make it a little bit shorter. I could adjust it, but anyway, I'll get some scissors and just slip one rip into this so it will fit me a little bit better. But I think £19.99 is a good price. £15.99 is obviously an even better price, but yeah, nice pair of little boots and you're gone. So this is definitely in the yes pile for me. I do really love it. I'm going to move on because I've got a jacket that I want to show you guys, or a coat that I want to show you guys. If you've watched my vlog, you'll know which one it is, but I'm just going to chuck it on and then we'll talk. If you see my coat haul, you know that I have a lot of coats, but I don't have a lot of statement puffer coats. So see this bloody thing already? I definitely need to make it smaller. So I picked up this puffer coat. I was really shocked to actually see it go in the sale because I think it's relatively new. At full price this is £90. I grabbed it for 60. Currently it's on there for 50, but I believe it's sold out, so I'm going to keep an eye out and see if it comes back in, because obviously £50 is a really good price. Now this is not going to be for everyone, I absolutely know and I absolutely understand that, but me, I love this coat. I've already worn it a couple of times. It's definitely quite warm and it's very statement, so it's not for the faint-hearted. I love this colour. I mean, and look, I live in London, so it's going to be very cold between like now and basically August. So for the next 8 months it's going to be bloody freezing. So I am preparing myself, and I actually don't think it looks so bad against the whiskey colour skirt. I think that's actually quite cool. Obviously it'd be way too cold for me to go without tights. I definitely need to wear some tights. But yeah, this has gone down to 50, so if this is what you're after, definitely try and grab it. I know online it's out of stock. If you can see it in the store, I would highly recommend it because it's so nice, it's so warm, it's so statement, and it's so out there. I love the pattern and I love the blue, and together it's just out there, and I know it's not for everyone. I've said it a million times, but I personally love it. it. In terms of length, I'll chuck the cutaway on the screen. It's just a standard kind of long coat, and for me it comes just below my knee, and I'm 5'6.5". I love the big chunky matte zip on it as well. And I love that they haven't made it go all the way down to the bottom with the zip, because that's restricting as hell. So next thing you know, I'm just like being rolled down the street because I've tripped. Anyway, so yeah, I love this. I was actually gonna not buy this because if you watch my vlogs, you'll have seen that I picked up one from Nike, and this one actually went in the sale in Nike. This is originally 200 quid, but it went down to 140. Now obviously this is not a Nike haul, it's a Zara haul, but I'll just quickly show you this one as well. But I just had to grab the blue one as well because I wanted a couple of really nice statement puffer coats, and I feel like I'm set for like a good while with the two of these now. So yeah. Okay, so next up I have this long check blazer. This is originally £79.99, so 80 quid, and it went down to £49.99, so 50 quid. They do the sizes with this a little bit differently, so extra small to small and then medium to large. So for me, I grabbed the extra small to small, and I do really love the fit and the sizing on this. If it was down to me, I probably would have got a small, and it just probably wouldn't have fit as nice and oversized as this. This is such a lovely, bright, bold print. I just feel like it's such a transitional blazer as well across different seasons. You can get a lot of use out of it. I feel like for me, spring is when I'll wear it the most, because it's a really bright and out there colour. I believe the pockets are, okay, I was going to say they're stitched, but they're just flaps. There aren't actually any pockets. For me, I kind of, every time I look at houndstooth, I'm kind of into it, but then I'm kind of not. So this is just the right kind of level of houndstooth for me, and then it's kind of, the fact that it's like a blue, it's different, and that's why I was kind of gravitated towards it. I definitely wouldn't have paid £80 for it. £50 is still pushing it, but I do love it that much. I feel like it will elevate any look. If you wanted to look a little bit smart casual and you threw something like this over it, perfect. I also love my lacy bodies and things like that, so a nice oversized smart looking blazer like this can definitely elevate that whole look, especially if I'm just wearing like a pair of jeans as well. It doesn't necessarily go with what I'm wearing, and it also looks like I don't have anything on underneath, but this I absolutely love. I think, yeah, £50 is good for me on this. If it went down again, I would be ecstatic, but I doubt that it will. I'll just button it up as well, just to show you guys what it looks like buttoned up. Let me know, are you guys a blazer done up or a blazer undone kind of gal? I'm definitely a blazer undone kind of gal. But then this one's the right kind of oversized that I don't mind this one being done up. I think with a nice, could you get away with wearing this as a dress? Nah, you can't. Yeah, but this is what it looks like done up. It's cute. I love this. This is in the definite pile. I wish it was a little bit cheaper, but it's not. So let's move. For the rest of the haul, I've kind of paired things up. So I'm going to be trying to pick between the two where I can. I'm going to take into consideration like the price, the discount, cost per wear, how much I'm going to wear it, how much I'm going to use it, etc, etc. So let me move on. I'm going to compare a couple of leopard print items now. So let me whack them on. So here is the first leopard print dress that I want to show you guys. Originally it's 60, it went down to 40, which is 30% off. I grabbed it in a small. It does also have a slip on underneath, which I think I've managed to get only one arm in, and I didn't do it on the other side, so yeah, forgive me. This is a lovely little dress. It has a lovely little pussy bow detail on it, midi in length. The size small is good for me. There is no zip or anything to get in and out, but I was still able to get in just fine. I do love the shirring in the middle and the shirring on the bottom of the sleeve. I just don't know why the hell they were charging 60 for it in the first instance. It's cute, but bloody hell, it's only a bit of sheer fabric, so I don't know. I don't know, it's cute. I like the pussy bow on it. Something about it just feels a little bit more, oh, I don't know. It's just giving me a little bit of a matronly vibe. I know a matron wouldn't wear leopard print unless she was a crazy matron, but I don't know. What do you guys think? I like the length. I think 40 is still quite high, to be honest, and they're still in stock. So I reckon if this came down again, that would definitely influence my choice. But like I said, I'm gonna pick between this and another leopard print dress. So I'm gonna chuck the other leopard print dress on, and then we can compare, and hopefully we'll have a clear winner between the two, because I'm a bit undecided on this one. I think it's cute, and I think it'd be great because I know I could just chuck it on for work also, but I don't know, it's not grabbed me as much as I thought it would. Here's what the other leopard print dress looks like on. It's originally 50, went down to 30, so 40% off. I grabbed this in a small and I had no problem getting into it. There is no zip, there is no, like, these buttons on it, they're not functional, they're just there for show. So I didn't have any problems just popping it over my head. It does have a nice little elasticated sort of detail in the middle. Couple of things I love about this. I love the fact that it stops here and that there's a little split in the middle. That's quite cute. That's a nice little detail. And also, as you guys will probably see in the cutaway, I'll hold it up. Well, that's not, you can't see. But there is also a nice peplum on the bottom of this dress, which I really think is a nice touch. So far, if I'm picking between this one and the other leopard print one, I'm definitely going for this one. Again, like the other one, it has a little bit of a pussy bow detail on it, which is always quite nice. And I do love that the buttons are on the sleeve. It just makes it a little bit more ballooned, which is quite a nice touch. In terms of the sizing, I think the small is good, but it's very billowy here, so I would like to see what an extra small would look like. Sometimes with Zara and some of their more floatier dresses, I like to size down to an extra small. I don't really like all the excess fabric. That's me personally, and that's just on some items. But yeah, so far between the two, I'm definitely picking this one out of the leopard print. And I'm laughing because we will revisit leopard print later in the haul. But let me move on. I've got a couple of accessories. I don't think I'll be able to pick between these. I think I'll probably have to keep both. One I've already worn. So first up, I have my gold rhinestone headband. This is originally $17.99 and it went down to, the thing is, these things rip your hair out. I mean, this is not really mine, so I don't really care, but still. It's so cute. These are lovely, and every time I went into Primark, I would pick up a Primark one, and the Primark ones are good for the price because they're literally a fraction of the cost and they're just as cute. But there's something about this one in particular that is just so beautiful. So I picked up this headband, and I also picked up another one. I need to just cut the packaging off, but it's this velvet one. Again, $17.99, went down to $9.99. I'll whack this on in a sec, and I'll just film this cutaway so you guys can see this up close. They also have this in silver if you're interested, but a lot of my jewellery is gold, or costume jewellery is gold, so I just went for the gold. But yeah, this is so cute. I love it. This is what the black one looks like. I absolutely love it. They also have it in like a reddy burgundy colour, but since my hair is usually some sort of shade of red or burgundy or orange, I just thought the black would be best. But I may be tempted to go back on and grab it in the red as well. These are just so cute. I love the velvet touch. It's just something that I wouldn't pay full price for. $9.99 is just about doable. So yeah, ideally I wanted to pick between the two of these, but realistically I am probably just going to keep both of them because I think they're both really great pieces, and I love to accessorize as well. Just if you get this, be careful because it definitely will pull your hair out. You definitely need to watch out for that. And it also gets caught on things as well. So yeah, watch out for that. So next up I have this buttoned dress blazer. This is originally 60, it went down to 40, so 30% off. I grabbed this, oh, it's back in stock. I kind of wanted to try it in a small. So I grabbed this in an extra small, and it fits okay. It just feels a little bit restricting on the arms. Like, I couldn't do big movements. Not that I really want to be doing big movements in it, but yeah, it kind of is a little bit restricting. So I'm interested to see, I might just try it on in a small just to see whether that fits a little bit better. It's going to be a tough one though, because I feel like this material doesn't have much stretch. It doesn't have much give. So I feel like even if I do get the small, it's still going to feel quite similar. I like the fit of this though, because I think a small would just be a little bit maybe too low and a little bit too open, and this is about as much as I would like to show. And with this, I think this is a really lovely classy type dress. I know it's short and I know it's got a little bit of cleavage, but for the most part something about the tweed on it makes it just look a little bit more classy. I'll show you around, I'll turn around and show you guys the back. Another thing I like about the extra small though is that it's not giving me any of that gappy stuff here. I think a small would just be kind of gappy here, and I don't want that all the time. I didn't even realise that this has pockets on it. How cute is this with the pocket? Oh my gosh, I love this. This is so lovely. Now, I do wish it was a little bit lower in the sale, because £40 is still quite expensive, but it's definitely a lot better than the £60 that they were initially asking for. I love this because I'm after timeless pieces that I can pick up and rewear and rematch and rework, and this is, I think, one of those items. I think I would have this in my wardrobe and I'd get a lot of use out of it for, you know, a couple of years to come. I love the double breast details, just got a little button here and then you just do the rest of them up, and yeah, it's fine. The button's not pulling, so in terms of size, I think the extra small is okay. I think it's because it's got like the shoulder pads and it's like the awkward length of the sleeve, why it feels quite restricting. But yeah, £40. I've got something that I want to compare it to. It's going to be tough, but let me work. So here's the next item. It's this buttoned waistcoat with belt. Originally 50, I got it for 40, which is not the best discount at all. It's now gone down to 30, which is great if you can get it in your size. This is in a size small. I grabbed it in because I can have a little tie waist, so I can kind of cinch it in to however tight I want at the waist, so I wasn't too concerned about picking between the extra small and the small. I think the small is good. Like, I like the fact that there's like a lot of room here under the armpits for me to breathe and that sort of thing. I love the tortoiseshell buttons on this, and in terms of length, this is a perfect length for me. It's mini but not too mini. I just think something about this is just so sleek and so sophisticated. When you accessorize a plain outfit like this with some nice earrings, a nice handbag, I just think, oh, you can look so good. Like this, for instance, with, you know, nice makeup and then this headband, oh, I just think you can't go wrong. It's definitely going to be difficult for me to pick between this one and the other one. So yeah, it might be one where I keep both, which is so annoying because I'm supposed to be doing much better at this, but clearly I am not. The reason why I love this, and I just think this, if I had to, like, if someone like made me pick, I'd pick this one, just because I think for this one you can wear it through different seasons. So right now it's bloody freezing. I'd put my turtleneck underneath, and then I'd put my over the knee boots on, and then in the summer when it was a lot warmer, I'd just wear it like this, nothing underneath, nice pair of heeled sandals, gone clear. And I don't know, in the really warmer months, especially with that one being quite restrictive, I don't know if I could wear it in the warmer months. So if I had to, I'd pick between this one, but being really honest with you guys, it's likely that I'll keep both of these, because I think in terms of how they both are, I feel like I would get a lot of use out of both of the items. So yeah, I failed in picking between them, to be honest. And like I said, this one's gone down further again in the sale. So if I have any returns from this one, which I will, when I go into the store, I'll have a look. And if it's gone down again, then I'll just rebuy it, because yeah, I'm saving that money, because it's an extra tenner, which yeah, as you guys know, is a pheno pitter and one side chips. So let me move on. Next up, we have this Voluminous jacquard dress. Now originally, and I've seen this around, I want to know where my signal's gone, thank you. I've seen this around, a lot of the bloggers have it, and I really loved it when I first saw it. I just knew that the sale was coming soon, so I just waited. Originally it's 50, it's currently 20. I actually paid 30 for it. Now this is in the small, because when I popped into Zara on Boxing Day, I saw it in an extra small and I grabbed it just to see, and I tried it on and it was just really, sorry, my stomach just rumbled so loudly then, but it was really tight across my chest area, because it's obviously quite a lot of fabric and it's like quite puffy and quite out there. I was like, let me get an extra small so that it's not too fabricy. But yeah, it was just really too tight and really too restricting on my chest. Like it, yeah, couldn't work out. So this is a small. I absolutely love this dress. I know it's not going to be to everyone's taste, but I'm recently into these like baby doll dresses, smock dresses, whatever you want to call them, and this one is, I have to say, is one of my faves. I feel like the material of it is just very I don't know, it's just very ornate, like it's very luxurious looking. I've seen quite a lot of these on the market, but I don't feel like any of them have been to this kind of quality, if you like. I love the contrast of the black, so they've got like a matte black, like a little bit of a black with the speckles of the metallic blue, and then the metallic blue is quite shiny. As you move around you can see it. So yeah, £50 is just a no, but for 30 I don't think that's bad, and if you're going to grab it now, you can grab it for 20, so that's like even that's perfect. I love this drop hem that they've got on it as well. So the hem up here, it's got like a really big frill peplum at the front, but as you guys will see on the cutaway, the it drops at the back, so the hem is a little bit lower, and it's just like, I don't think you could go wrong. And then you've got these little pockets. I just don't think you could go wrong, to be honest. I'm gonna pick between this one and this one, and if you watch my wish list, you know I was really gunning for this one, but now that I've got it, it's just like, anyway, let me try it on. Here's what this dress looks like on. It's the Voluminous taffeta dress, originally 30, gone down to 20, which is 30% off. I grabbed this in a small. I have to say, it's very difficult to get on because they haven't got an invisible zip on it. They should have just put one little invisible zip here and it would have been absolutely fine. I'm even feeling, just to double check, that I didn't miss one. This is cute. It's got pockets on it as well. It's a very thinner material. It's like a kind of, do you hear it? It's that kind of material. That's the best way I can describe it. In terms of this one compared to that one, this is definitely cute and I do like this style and I like this trend at the moment. I just think I prefer the other one. This one's, and to be honest, did I say that the other one's gone down to 20 quid as well? I did, didn't I? Yeah, I mean, if the other one's 20 quid as well, it is. The other one's 20 quid as well. Okay, if that's the case, you definitely, I don't know, you definitely got to go with that one. But I do think this one is cute and I do think there would be a place in my wardrobe for it. But like I said, I'm trying to be a little bit better at the minute. So I think I would definitely pick that one over this one. Not to say that this one isn't cute. I think this one is a very lovely, lovely dress. And I do love the fact that it's got the pockets. I like the length and I think the small is fine, but I just would really like to understand why they didn't put a zip in it because honestly, for me to get into this was a nightmare. I'll turn around, I'll show you guys the back. The only thing to say about this though is if you're wearing this and you're not wearing tights, yeah, because it puffs out, if this was to be like stuck in your knickers, like you might, okay, that was too much, but you might not even notice it because obviously it's not clinging to you, which is strange. And I'm always like, not to be TMI, but I don't wear like, okay, this is TMI, but I don't wear, I only wear strings and thongs. So for me, if my batty was out, like, it would just, I don't know, I'd always be like constantly doing that to make sure that it was actually down because it's just like, it's so lightweight, you can't feel it. I also don't know if when I wash this I would need to iron it, and I have this irrational fear of ironing, clearly. So yeah, if I have to pick between two, I'm picking that blue one, but this one is still very, very cute. But I'm going to take it off because if I keep it on any longer, I'll be like, oh, just keep both. So let me move on. Okay, so by now I think you will all know that I live for a bodycon. So I had to include a couple of bodycons. This one is the puff sleeve dress, originally $29.99. I paid $19.99 and now it's $15.99, which is 45% off, which is not bad at all. I grabbed this in a size small and I was worried that the buttons were functional ones because with these bodycon dresses, if they're functional, you just got gaps everywhere and you can just see everything, but it's not, which is handy. It also has these buttons on the sleeve. It's cute. It's definitely a good price at $19.99. It's not cotton though. It's that kind of almost, I want to say like I don't know, it feels like kind of viscosy, if that makes sense. It's cute. I love the little ribbed detail to it. I'll chuck the cutaway on the screen as well. In terms of length, it's a perfect midi length. The buttons finish a little bit higher as well, which makes it easier for you to walk in. I think this is a great little piece. I think I could get quite a lot of use out of it. I love the colour as well because usually for me I gravitate towards black, so it's nice to have this in the navy. Small is good. I like this. I'll just show you guys the back. It's definitely a nice bodycon, which I love. I always love a bodycon, but I think I'm going to prefer the other dress. So I'm going to chuck that on and then we'll talk. So I definitely prefer this one. And this is the knit midi dress, originally 50, went down to 30, so 40% off. I grabbed this in a UK small and I love it. I way prefer it to the other one. So the other one's definitely going back. This one is a true rich sort of cotton material. It's ribbed, which is nice. It has the nice puff detail, much like the other one, but it's just a little bit more structured on this and I prefer it on this one. The material of the other one feels a little bit cheaper by comparison for sure. I love the collar on this. I didn't really sort of look at that much when it was online and I thought, yeah, that's a nice little touch. It also has these really cute buttons on it, which are, I don't know if, because it's, I don't know, it's a bit too bright, but they're sort of like diamante, so it's just a little bit more attention to detail. I'll chuck the cutaway of the length on the screen for you. It's midi in length, and again, like the other one, it finishes kind of above the knee with the button, so you're not going to be restricted when you walk. And I'm so happy because this is the one, I thought that these were functional buttons, so I thought it would just be like gappy and stuff, but they're not. The buttons are just sewn on, so it's fine, like you're not going to be flashing anything. I mean, when you walk, it may ride up a bit, but it's not going to go too high to like flash the gash. You know, I hate saying that. So it's a bit of hair that's like really in my eye. Yeah, I absolutely love this. I think £30 is fine. 50 is too much. But this is really cute. I really, really love this. And the split in it means that you can also wear it with a pair of boots as well, like just under the knee ones, maybe even over the knee ones. I love this. But let me move on. So there were a couple of dresses that were more sort of statement dresses that cost a hell of a lot of money. So I was really keen to see how much they would go down in the sale. One of them being this dress. So this is the textured dress with ruffled something or other. And it's $95.99 originally. It's gone down to $29.99. So 65% off. They do this in small, medium and large. So I grabbed it in the small. I think it's cute. I don't know if I'd get much wear out of it though. Even if it has gone down by quite a lot. I don't need to keep something that I don't know if I'm going to wear. It's quite cute though. The only thing that's annoying, I'm like one-man band obviously, so I haven't been able to do these buttons back up. So I need to think about this one. It's a little bit of an awkward length. I need to really think about it. But what I do love about it is the neck on it and the sleeve detail. I think that's lovely. When I was shopping online as well, I was also wondering whether there was anything underneath, and they do have a body, no, not a body, like a slip on underneath, like a nude slip. So I think this is nice. I don't know why. I can't imagine paying $95.99 like for it. It's just, I don't know, it's not grabbing me. So I don't know, this is what this one looks like. I do like the finish at the bottom, like it's kind of like a ruffled finish at the bottom, which is quite nice. Like, I don't know, I think at this point I'm kind of just trying to talk myself into it and it's not grabbing me. So I want to compare it to another statement dress, which is also quite expensive but went down in the sale. For me, I think this is in the going back pile. So here's the other dress. I'm definitely keeping this one over the other one. This is an embroidered tulle dress, originally 60, gone down to 30, so 50% off, and I grabbed this in a small. It does have a black slip on underneath, which is made of like a jersey cottony material, and I love the fact that it's got this elasticated waist bit here. It just makes it, oh, so much better. It's also got a really pretty frill sort of peplum on the bottom, which is really cute, adds to it as well. I think this is lovely. I think it's a really nice statement dress, and I think £30, you can't go wrong. Of course, I'm a one-man band, as I said, so I haven't actually done this little teeny tiny invisible button up, but it would just look like that. I think the slip is a little bit screw width underneath, but this is absolutely beautiful. I have something similar, but yeah, this is just way better than that even. So I love this. This is in a definite keep pile. I think if it was to go down again, it might go down to like $25.99 maybe, but I think 30 is good. I do, I really like it, and I love the fact that it's got like a drop hem as well at the back, so it comes down a little bit lower at the back, which I think is a beautiful, beautiful little touch. I'm not sure if I call that in the cutaway, so I might have to refilm the cutaway now. But anyway, I've got two more dresses and then we're done. So of course I had to revisit leopard print, snake print, animal print, whatever you want to call it. This dress I picked up in an extra small. It's originally 50, it went down to 30, so 40% off, and I do quite like it. I feel like it's a perfect dress for on holiday. I know obviously it's very, very cold and I'm not on holiday, I'm just in my room, but it's one of those dresses that you know that you can put on holiday and feel comfortable and still quite fashionable at the same time, because sometimes I pack all of these outfits, I get on holiday and I'm like, it's too bloody hot, like I can't be bothered. Something like this is perfect. It's very lightweight, and it also has like a big enough sort of gap here underneath the arm so you can breathe. There's ventilation, you can give it a little swing if you like. It is a little bit of a sheerer fabric, but there is a small little lining underneath, like a little thin one. If you don't get along with those, I suppose you could probably just cut it out. I do love the cut of this as well on the neck, because I don't really have many dresses that sort of halter like this. Would it be like a halter neck? Yeah, it's like a halter front and then also a halter at the back, and then you just tie it. It also has a really nice elasticated waist detail. You know I live for an elasticated waist. I'll pop the cutaway on the screen because it also has like a frill bottom and it's double layered, which is a nice little touch. I think 50 is, but 30 is good. 30 is pretty good, like 40% off of that is quite good. In terms of sizing, I think the extra small is fine. I can kind of adjust it as well with how tight you tie it at the back. So if you're in between sizes, I would say it doesn't really matter if you do size down, because you can get into it easily. Like getting into it was not an issue at all. This is really cute, and as far as snake print goes, I like this sort of shade of snake print if you like, and I think I could get a lot of use out of this. Now, I do want to compare it to another dress. Let me whack that dress on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick, but we'll see. Okay, so here is the last dress. It is the flowing camisole dress. I grabbed this in an extra small because I have another camisole dress from Zara and it was also an extra small, so I just grabbed the same and it fits exactly the same. Originally it's 30 and it went down to $22.99, which is not the biggest discount, so only 20% off, but I do love this dress and I think I actually prefer it to that one, so I think I'll be picking this one. This one's really cute because I feel like you can really get quite a lot of different uses out of this. If you wanted to make it a bit more casual, you could just throw on a pair of trainers with it, maybe even a long sleeve top, and if you wanted to wear it as a more dressy option, you could just wear it like this and then have like your heels on, or maybe even your boots. Like, it really just depends what look you're going for. I love that it's versatile though, and I feel like I can get more out of this one than I can out of the other one, so I'll be keeping this one. I love Zara's satiny material. I don't think it disappoints. Some of them are very unflattering, they show up lumps, bumps, they cling to your cellulite, it's just not the one. But Zara one, I don't know, Zara always, it seems quite flattering to me, and it also has adjustable straps, which is very, very handy because this has got a sort of cowl neck design to it and you don't want to be just out for everybody to see. So yeah, I like this and I love like the deep kind of greeny leopard print browny khaki feel to it. So I definitely prefer this one to that snake print dress. So that snake print dress can go back now. That completes my Zara sale haul. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you stuck around to the end, give the video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I've got a little bit low energy today because low-key I feel like I have tonsillitis, like I'm not like the other night I was in, like I wanted to cry because to swallow it was just hurting so much. So yeah, that's why I've got a little bit low energy, so thank you for bearing with me. Thank you guys for helping me to reach 15k. I hit 15k on Christmas Day. I'm very, very grateful for that, because honestly it means a lot to me. I put a lot of work into my channel, so yeah, for it to grow to, and I know it's like a small number, but for me that's quite a lot. So yeah, thank you if you've helped me to reach my goal for the year for the channel. But yeah, I hope everyone had a really good Christmas period. I hope everybody had a great new year. Let me know what content you guys want to see. Thank you guys again for watching and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.